Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back to another iteration of Ooh, so close. I actually just got done with this game. I was actually kind of pretty proud of this one, but we ended up not getting the victory, so let's go ahead and get into this. I will say, you'll notice at the beginning, my keyboard is doing something weird. As I'm going, as I was loading into this game, my keyboard was causing me to constantly turn right, so it wasn't until later that I swung with the my melee weapon that it fixed it. But let's get into it. So we're dropping in here. I'm not used to dropping in on this side, so I decide I'm gonna go for this mountain. And so I'm trying to go right at it, and as you can see from the way that my little fire is going off, that it's just it's not working out in my favor right now, right? So I'm doing my best to land here. It's not working out, not working out. I actually missed that completely because of how it's screwing with me, and you can watch here. And you can see that it's just constantly driving me until that point. That point, it got reset, and I was fine. So, we enter the shack. First thing that we see is an epic Ranger assault rifle. So, not my favorite, but, you know, for a let's start playing weapon, it's pretty decent. So we look around. We just like, all right, nobody immediately with us. Let's go down here. And let's see what we can get. And I'm like, you know what? Let's pick up that flare. I don't normally flare it up. See somebody here. Bad shots because I can't aim with that weapon. I hate it. We drop down. Misplay. I accidentally swapped over to the juice. But we didn't take any damage. We killed them. We're good to go. That's one kill down. 93 people to go. We pick up the shotgun ammo. And I'm like, all right. Let's just keep pressing. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Alright, so on the way down here, I see two blues. I see the sniper blue, and then I see the shotgun blue. And so I go for the shotgun blue. We grab the big case of ammo. There's been a lot of stuff that's just been getting stuck here, so I went and did that. I had to click it in. We got a couple of tiny shield potions from that chest. So I swapped out, took the two shinies to get to 50, and then retook the big one. I probably could have taken those with me, but I wanted to have the ability to fill up the second half of my shield, if possible. So right now, I'm just kind of looking for whatever place I want to go to next, you know? I'm not quite sold on anything yet, so I'm just looking around. I hear gunfire over here, and I'm like, all right, you know, I'm feeling a little sold on where to go now. So we start running towards the direction of the gunfire, you know, looking for kills, doing our best. And so, you know, as always, I try and take this little bit of high ground here so that I can, one, use the boulders for cover if I need it, or in two, be able to get high and look down on people. Looking good so far. I don't really see anything. As I'm running, I see that person over there. So before I go and pursue them, I check left, and I'm like, all right, I don't see anybody. I start to hear gunfire here in a second. So I'll switch over to gameplay here. We got a mission that popped up, and I'm like, oh, for the love of God, give me my weapon back. So instead of swapping, I just waited. So as you can see, there's a lot of people in this area, right? So we hear gunfire, gunfire, gunfire. I'm like, where's all that coming from? I'm like, oh, somebody in the water. Easy peasy. Shield broken. Gotta move, and kill. I hear gunfire again, but this time from that person over there. So I'm like, they're out in the water. I could probably get some shots up on them. And again, just struggling with the aim. We ended that round with a headshot, which is pretty nice. We got shot from the left, which was really unfortunate. So I'm like, all right, who's doing this? And so we turn around and we see this person go in. So I'm like, I have a flare. Let me toss that in there and set that place on fire, put the panic on them. So right now we're at 46%. I'm kind of panicking. We hear them pick up a weapon here, and I'm like, not good. So they fire, they miss a little bit. We fire, we miss a little. They come back out, we keep firing. They're basically locked down in panic mode, or they were shooting that tree behind us. But misplay there, walking into the fire. Basically, I'm like, look, I need some sort of effective HP going on right now. So I chugged the juice, and immediately start looking around. I'm like, all right, I killed 2 people in the water. I see the shark on that body, and I'm like, damn it, I'm not gonna be able to get that. I'm like, okay, little shield, I'll grab that, grab these little supplies, and then let's go see if they left anything inside of the house. So while we're doing this, making our way into the house, reminder, like, comment, subscribe if you guys enjoy the video. I enjoy making these videos for you guys, and it's been a lot of fun. So we enter this house here, right? And from the window I saw there was some green here. So we come over here, and I'm like, oh, thank God, a med kit. So I hide in the corner, pick up the med kit. We do our best to refill our health. The med kit is an automatic 100% heal, so I'm like, good to go. That's fine with me. We get that. I think we re-pick up the flare gun, or I leave it. Yeah, I picked up the flare gun again, and then we take off. So I'm like, all right, you know, at this point, I killed a few people in this area already. You know, I took out 3. We're down to 30 people, guys. We took out 3, and I'm like, all right, let's just go ahead and see if I can't make my way to some more kills. The game just before this, I died right here. Right where I was standing right there. I died getting shot from both sides. I killed the guy that was in front of me, but the guy behind me finished me off, so it didn't work out very well. Very cautious going into this house, but I see that there's a chest, and the ammo is still good. So I'm like, all right, we should be good to go to kind of chill. We get a big shield, so I drink that, and then re-pick up the small shields, pick up the ammo, and at this point, I'm rocking about, like, 80. I'm rocking about, like, 80 ammo for the, for our Ranger rifle, and I'm not happy about it, you know? Like, I want/need more, so I'm like, alright. I considered dropping the Ranger rifle for the uncommon, assault rifle, just because I like the firing, and it's better to me. Yeah, but I chose, you know, to stick with this. So now I keep pressing, and I'm like, alright, where do I want to go? And then I see this hill up here, and I'm like, you guys already know, high ground. I'm like, I'm going up there. I'm going to go see if there's some shit going on up there. 22 people in the game, guys. We are making our way to the end. So we slowly make our way up. And I'm keeping an eye out for movement out here, looking at the ridges up top on all these other hills, trying to make sure that I don't get caught by a sniper. We see a gold chest. I'm like, all right, let's go get that. So we grab that. Little bit of health falls off, but it's fine. We're at 100. And so now we're kind of just chilling here, looking for somebody, some kind of movement, right? And we're just not getting it, right? We killed everybody over here. The person that was over here is gone. And we're just not seeing anybody. You know, we're watching the edge of the portal to see if anybody's coming through. Nobody does. Check it one more time to make sure that no one's coming out of the portal. And we take a look around. I'm like, all right, I got a boulder to my back here in a mountain, so let's check over here. I hear gunfire this way, and we see this person right here. See, if I had that assault rifle, I probably would have taken a few shots at him. I don't have a sniper at this point. I have the Ranger assault rifle, the SMG, the shotgun, the flare gun, and the little tiny heals. Not little tiny heals, little tiny shields. And so I'm like, all right, well, let's just see what they end up doing here. You know, maybe the fact that they're over at the bridge will end up causing somebody to pay attention to them and come after them, right? But they just kind of chill there, you know? They're just kind of chilling there, collecting metal. Considered taking a shot right there, but this weapon is not accurate. So I'm like, all right, no need to do that. I see splashes in the water. I'm like, maybe that's people. It's not people. It's just fish or whatever jumping up and down. Checking the edge to see if anybody came late out of the portal. And that was basically a no-go. Didn't see anything. So now, guys, we are at 16 people. 16 people left in the match. The early kills went by so fast in this round. It was pretty crazy. 15 people now. And again, I'm just like, all right, what was that sound? That sounds like the the ring, and I'm like, oh no, it was. And so right now I'm just in full panic mode. I have no clue if I'm safe. I am just freaking going at it. So we hear a Spider-Man, and I'm like, uh-oh, why do I hear a Spider-Man, you know? But we just saw from the map that that person was actually going back towards the shield. I guess to try and get people that were on the edge. Not sure. A little jump there to get the little speed boost. But yeah, at this point, I'm just like, don't worry about it. Just get to safety. You know, do everything you can to get through. And that's what we do. We just keep running, running, running. At this point, we're hearing Spider-Man to our right all the time. So I'm like, every once in a while, checking, putting stuff in between me and the sound on the right. We see the large shield here, and I'm like, yes, I will take the large shield over the little shields for the end. And unfortunately, the only way I was going to get up here is through here. So I had to go here, and I suck at building, so I don't build. So I'm like, right there. You know, just like terrible, terrible building skills. But we made it up, and then boom, right there, someone's in front of us. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. They're not looking. Shield popped, break their wall, boom, they're killed. We move on. So that is kill number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's kill number 5 in this game. And so now, you know, I'm feeling the rush of the portal. I mean, of the storm. It's freaking me out a little bit. I'm trying to slide in front of it, try and stay in front of it. And so we end up taking a couple bits of damage from it in total. Right there, we went to 94, so we took 6 damage from it completely. And so now I'm like, all right, now that I made it here, let's press the outside, you know? Like, let's go ahead and press the outside, see if there's anybody coming in, take some kills on damaged people. 10 people left in this fight, guys, which means we are top 10 at this point. And so I'm checking to the sides, coming up here, gonna grab this chest. Good to go. And right now I'm looking at the top of that peak, trying to see if there's anybody there that's trying to jack me up. I don't know why I didn't go for this chest. Like, I've never opened the chest before. I'm not exactly sure what all is in them. But I decided, with there only being like less than 10 people left, because right now we're at 7, I'm like, look, stick with what you've been playing the whole game, because you're probably tuned into it more than, you know, whatever random thing I'm going to pick up. So we take a look down here. I don't see anything, so I'm like, all right, checking, don't see movement. There is a legendary bird on the screen back here. Keep that in mind. So I grab the ammo, I leave, and I'm like, wait a minute, I hear a chest. So I'm like, where's the chest? We look up, it's up there. I'm like, shoot. You know, I didn't mean to fire off the weapon at this point. That was just misfire. I meant to go for the hammer. And so I decide, you know what, let's take a look over here. It's outside of the city. This is that city that I was telling you guys about that I'm just not comfortable with. I've never been the most comfortable there. So I press over here to these trees, and I say, all right, what do we got here? I'm like, well, if I was somebody, I would use that hiding spot back there, and whenever the storm starts coming, just go bzing, bzing, and then run in, you know? But that's not what happened. So I look over here. We look to the right after checking one more time, and then behold, to our surprise, that legendary bird is still there. All right, Matt, turn around. Turn around, Matt. You know you wanna. So now the legendary bird takes off. I'm like, please land on this tree, please. It does, and I'm like, cool. Bam. One shot. It's dead, and I'm like, oh, please be a legendary assault rifle. You know, I'm like, come on. Let it be a legendary assault rifle. Make me happy. And boom! It's a legendary assault rifle. So for like the next few seconds, I do like weapon juggling because I just can't decide what it is that I want to take with me. But I decide to drop the shotgun and take with me. Oh, see, that was the health. Oh, I thought that I had an extra med kit when I was going in there, but I dropped it there. I didn't realize. So that actually leads to my loss here, which is unfortunate. So now I'm just like, all right, you can't just stay out here. The circle's closing. You gotta get moving, right? So I'm like, oh, look, clouds. Another airdrop right next to where I am. And so here I am hearing the Spider-Man thing all around. And I'm like, all right, not comfortable with that. So I go up top. I see all these doors are open. And I'm like, all right, well, let's shut all these doors, you know, get a little bit of safety. I check the bathroom. I'm like, yep, there's nothing in here. Open, shut again. I didn't shut it that time. Oof. Go shut the door, Matt. Go shut the door. See, I should turn around at some point and see that I left that door open. And the reason why I leave it open is because I don't want people sneaking in on me, you know? It makes me very uncomfortable. So what I'm doing here is that I see that this is coming down, and I'm like, oh my gosh, perfect vantage point if someone's gonna try and go for this, right? I'm like, this is fantastic, you know? Let them go ahead and get here. I have my legendary assault rifle, my absolute #1. That is the best weapon, in my opinion, for me. And I'm like, all right, let's see if anybody does it. Who's gonna take the bait? We got 5 people here. And I'm like, all right, well, no one's showing up. All right. Let's so now what you guys end up seeing me do here is I have a window here, windows here, and a window there. I start creating a rotation of looking here for a few seconds, look out windows, you know, peek, look out windows, watch here for a few seconds, and then you'll see me rotate down the stairs here to look out that window. And, you know, I thought that I was doing pretty well here. I thought that I was going to be able to do well. And at this point, I saw that shot hit the wall, and I'm like, no, somebody sees me, and they tried to shoot me. But what it actually was it was a stray bullet. It was a stray bullet from a gunfight that hit here. And so at this point, bam, we're top 3, and I'm like, all right, this is why we made the video, right? So we hear footsteps enter the house, and I'm like, okay, is that on the roof? Is that below me? Because I have issues hearing that. And so I hear the footsteps. They're just running left, right, left, right, left, right. And so it turns out they were below me, right? So I heard them shut a door, and then I hear that, and I'm like, uh-oh, they've prepped a weapon. And then I hear that, which is them building a fortress. And I didn't realize it was them building a fortress at first. So I was like, oh, surely, you know, surely they're going to come peek this corner, right? And so I just have my sights on that corner, and I'm like, come on, just do it. Just do it. But they didn't do it. And so I decided, you know what? While I got it good, I'm going to press them. You know, I got my favorite weapon. I open the door. They're chilling right there. And I'm like, pow, 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 pow. They are dead. And I'm like, boom. Okay, do they have any heals? Do they have any heals? I'm like, shit, they don't have any heals. So I pop my shield that I had left. I suppose I could have grabbed the babies and then took the other one. But at this point, I don't know where the other person is, but we can clearly see on the map they're on the other side. And then, yeah, this is when the sadness happens. You can see them kind of getting ready right there. Bang, 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 bang. Dead. Just dead, you know? So we ended up in second place, and oh, so close. That was one that I wanted to win on, but yeah, I think it was well fought by everybody. It was basically a battle of attrition from both sides. And at this point, I would probably say I like this side of the place less than this side for multiple reasons. For one, this one is kind of just basically housing, you know? You have basic housing, not very much vantage points out of it. Whereas this side, you have this building that has a nice roof. This building has a nice roof. This one has a walkway roof here, as well as like multi-tiers that you can stand on here. So if I ever get in this situation again, I'm going to try and make my way into here, because also I can stand here and have a shield to all of this water, so that I can peek over, I can look around, I can shoot and stuff like that. Whereas over there, it's just straight docks, you know? Here you have walls in several places that can give you a little bit. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Congratulations to this winner. Don't know how to pronounce that name. I'm going to say like Abek. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and hopefully it's a Victory Royale review. Bye.